What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Off the Court. Man, it's been a minute since I said that. But anyway, we're back at it, and today what we're doing is this right here. There's been so much bullshit going down in the NBA, and so much fun stuff that's going to change the league. And what are we going to do? We're going to recap it all. So over the next 6 weeks, we're going to go through it one division a week, and I'm going to give y'all my takes on what teams succeeded and what teams solidified their spot in the garbage dumpster. And that's just facts. There's teams that could have spoke out. There's teams that didn't speak out. There's teams that literally changed the fate of the league. So, to start off with this week, we are going to go through the Atlantic Division of the Eastern Conference. And my oh my. Now, for those of y'all who do not know, the Atlantic Division consists of the Celtics, the Knicks, the Nets, the Sixers, and the Raptors. So it's kind of like that, New England area. And let's get right to it. So, Celtics, the moves that we have from them this offseason, they received Bruno Fernando from the Hawks, and they received Chris Dunn from the Hawks. Now, I do not remember this exact deal. However, I think one of the more underrated moves, to be honest, this offseason was Chris Dunn going to the Celtics, because that's going to be a system that he can thrive in. Let's just pull up his stats from the past years. So, you see, he doesn't get much playing time, but if they will keep him on the team, I'm telling you, he can provide some valuable shooting for that team off the bench. So, let's just get right to it. Let's go back to it. Now then, so the Celtics overall, though, were kind of quiet, and other than the Chris Dunn, I wasn't really amused with anything they done. Nets. Now, the Brooklyn Nets are also a very interesting team this offseason. So, let's start here. Jevon Carter, honestly, I've been a Jevon Carter fan. I do not like the Nets. Let me preface that. I have been a Jevon Carter fan since he was playing at West Virginia. The man's a hooper. All right, I'm proud to see what he can do coming off that bench for the Nets. Also, James Johnson coming over. You know, he was a former longtime Heat player. We'll see how that happens. Bruce Brown, he could also be a valuable asset. But here's the deal. Patty motherfucking Mills is going to be the leader. Well, very possibly the leader of that second team. That team, if we do not see a Lakers-Nets finals, somebody's flopped. And you should just blow it up. That's just how it is. All right. Now then, Knicks. The New York Knickerbockers. Knickerbockers. Knicker. If y'all did not know what the Knicks were short for. Knickerbockers. Ready. All right. The Knicks bring in Kemba Walker. The hometown boy is back in New York, where he's been wanting to go for 3 years. He's finally there. This team is going to be scary. If I could say something, the Knicks, I think they are the fourth best team in the East, and that might be hot, but just watch it. They're the fourth best team in the East. This team is going to surprise a lot of people. All right. Now then, I clicked the wrong button. 76ers. The 76ers are a team that let me down this offseason. Let me down, let me tell you. Honestly, you didn't trade Ben Simmons on draft night. You should have. You gotta trade Ben Simmons on draft night. All right? And you sign Andre Drummond. I guess, they're bringing him in to run that second unit. Not run that second unit, but to be the center of that second unit, kind of take Dwight Howard's place. It's kind of funny because, they swap teams. But it's still this was a letdown. This was very much a letdown. Yeah. And now the Raptors. As far as Toronto goes, bringing in Isaac Bonga, I like it. I like it. Isaac Bonga is, to me, an underrated point guard in the league. And he's also a very cheesy card on 2K for what it's worth. I know it has nothing to do with how basketball works, but I think that's a very underrated sign for the Raptors, bringing in Isaac Bonga. Well, let's go all the way down here. You waive Aaron Baines. You know, he'll find him a team. You waive Rodney Hood. He'll find a team as well. I'm not worried about those guys. Kieran Bench. You receive, oh yeah, you get Dragic and Achua in that Kyle Lowry trade. Precious Achua is one of the best. He's going to be one of the best future players in this league. He is good, and he's young. The Raptors just need to move on from Siakam, go in full rebuild mode. I will speak in a minute, okay? And in 3 to 5 more years, you'll see them back at the top if they play their cards right. That's all it is. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap up this episode of Off the Court. You know, just quick little rundowns is all we doing. The next episode, we'll be bringing in the Central Division, you know, with the Bulls, Cavs, Pistons, Pacers, and Bucks. You know, some standout teams and some flopping teams in that league. So we'll see what happens. Also, if y'all be interested in listening to some baseball takes before football season, as we're getting, you know, towards the end of the baseball season, as well as some more football or any other sports, let me know in the comments section. I'll cater to y'all. Let's get it. Y'all have fun.